Hello there and welcome back to France. Last time we screwed over, well, Muscovy with the help of the Livonian Order thanks to their royal marriage. Released Nogai, Polotsk, Novgorod and Uzbek from Muscovian hold. I'll probably continue on the same rate. We also got some new provinces here and, well, we took Korea, released it. We also got the release of, well, more or less a couple of others, Timurids, I will be using to take down most of Persia, and I'll probably also get ready now for another war against Gwalior, Malabar, Persia. Mostly also try and get Sweden pretty soon too. So I'm currently in the process of placing troops up here so I can start sieges and get as much of Holstein as possible. And I'll probably also still feed Denmark, take a couple more provinces. And well, we will get a coalition in this area, I'm pretty sure, but as long as I can keep Sweden, or not Sweden, the Ottomans out of it, I'm pretty sure I will survive. Malabar is in a coalition against me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, still are, so hopefully I can get them to leave. But for now, dismantling Muscovy or causing them some issues here, trying to cut them in half to make troop transport harder for them, is definitely a, it's definitely part of my, how should I put it, the things that I focus on. So, as I said, this episode will probably be war against Ming, war against Japan again, probably another war against Livonian Order to release Muscovy, Sweden, and also the Palatinate to grow Trier, and we'll probably go against Ulm on that same note to get them going as well. So we'll see how it turns out, but for now I will most likely start with declaring a war on Ming, and hopefully I can soon annex Shan. So Ming are my first target. I simply will do a quick little check first though, to see that I've gotten rid of the overextension territories, and there is one missing, Ordos. I'll see if I can sell it to Shan first, if not I will, probably not though. Yeah, I'll keep it until I've converted it and then I'll sell it. So we'll start with the war against Ming here, and I'm pretty sure I'll also go after the Palatinate while I'm at it. I think that's probably the easiest way to get things done. So we'll see how it turns out, but for now, sieging their provinces takes priority, and it shouldn't actually be that much of an issue either. So we'll see how it goes. They also have only those 9,000 men here, so sieges should also not be a problem at all. So I'll get that done, get things going. I will probably declare war in Europe pretty soon as well, as I said. So I'll just get going rather than chit-chatting about. I got a new air, a 164. The fact that he has 6 diplomacy is probably the best thing in a while. Basically because of the fact that I am very far above my limits here. So also another reason for me to start going after Palatinate and such. Basically just to get myself going, or get that claim. Once that claim is done, we'll most likely declare war. So in a little bit over half a year until we're ready. I'll also cancel my access with Sweden. We'll also cancel our agreements with these guys. The Horde actually just entered a military coalition against me. Not actually anything I like, but even so, it simply happened. But Manchu and Ming are both under complete siege, so it shouldn't actually be a problem. I'll also go ahead and break royal ties with both of these, basically because of the fact that now I'm down to 14. And I'll probably also go ahead and declare war against Sweden here. As you can see, Lithuania, Aachen and Algiers, not really powerful enemies except for the Swedes themselves, but they could potentially pose some sort of problems. But yeah, plan will also probably be to take a boost or just one of these, hand them over to the Danes. Hopefully it will work out. But yeah, we'll have to see. Probably, I'm a little bit unsure, but it'll sort itself out. These guys will be sent to help with sieges here. These 80,000 men here, their only purpose is going north, so I think we're ready. We'll be going for a war against the Swedes as well. Lithuanian, as I said, and Aachen and Algiers aren't really that troublesome. The problem here will be Algiers, since I don't actually have any troops in this area. But I can at least hope that either Portugal or Castile or someone take responsibility for the south front. But for now, sieging the Swedish lands here takes priority, and it should be done without too much trouble, I guess. We can also now march more troops into the Swedish heartlands, which we probably will do sooner or later down the line. But for now, the real issue here is getting the sieges up and basically take out the Swedes more or less. So I'll get that done. I'll show you any interesting battles, but other than that, I'll probably just play on and see how it goes. The first battle against the Swedes ended up with a pretty decent victory, as you can see. It's a victory and probably just name only, since we basically didn't actually win. And also the fact that it opened up the possibility here for the Swedes to launch a surprise attack more or less against these guys. So it'll be a little bit difficult to actually win this war, I think, but it should be fine even so. Apparently my vassal decided to change form of government. Not really a problem for me, but it's a little bit annoying. So yeah, I can live with it. But we'll be moving these two units over to Denmark, and we'll be attacking from there. So we'll see how it turns out. I decided that I will actually vassalize Manchu because of the fact that, well, it doesn't actually matter what I do, but it will at least help. And apparently this is a little bit too much, but at least I can get these 3 provinces. With that said, as you can see, there's only 2 more that I can take and hand over to my vassal. And the worth of the other provinces are a little bit too high, so I might actually have to conquer Ming and then release him as a vassal, and then annex Shun. So we'll have to see how that actually turns out, but for now we'll be taking these 3 here. And I think I can also take, well, this is a bad move on my part, but even so. What I was about to say is I think I can actually take Beijing, but then it hit me that it will be a little bit difficult if it's not completely shattered by seas. I should have taken this one instead of one of these. So I screwed up there. Warning to you for future reference. We'll also go and get the Admin Tech 25, with which we actually get production efficiency increased by 10%. Should help my economy a little bit, although it probably doesn't need it. The Swedes actually walked down here, started to cause some trouble. I kicked their asses. It worked out pretty well. And I'm also currently suffering quite a lot of manpower because, well, as you can see, we do have a lot of forces in the area. And the fact that the Swedes made me not pay attention is currently come back to haunt me. So hopefully we can dislodge those Swedes before they destroy my army. We'll see how it goes. Seeing as, well, warfare in the north is starting to get a little bit well, bothersome, I think I'll actually go for probably mostly mercs in the next war against these guys. But what do I want here? I want to actually try at least to get something like this, and that is basically everything but Holstein, Hamburg, and Lübeck, and also another province as well. It will take a little while to get there though, and I might actually have to hire in some high-end mercenaries to actually get that done. But we might as well just start now, because mercenaries will be probably be what I'll be using to fight Sweden from now on, due to the fact that they do have a lot of men, and no matter where I walk around in their country, they will have a lot of manpower against me. And also I've decided to declare a war on Gvallior. The goal here is basically just get back that, or get these remaining cores. And I'll probably also go ahead and take Makosal, and probably, well, I couldn't actually do that. So, yeah, I can probably just take that. Can I take this one as well? Yeah, I'll do that and hand that over to Delhi. We'll go for that. But as you can see here, I need to start getting my guys out of their territory. But it's even a little bit ridiculous that 4,000 and 3,000 man forces in occupied territories that you occupy actually suffer attrition. That is, well, it is plausible in sometimes, but not really how this works, or how this game works. Because there you get attrition no matter what. You can be in grain heaven, and even so you'd still gain attrition. But yeah, it's plausible, I guess. So I guess I can live with it. But yeah, I'll be trying to continue this war up here, and we'll see how it turns out. As of now, as you can see, the Swedes are attacking me, and I have no idea who's actually in charge of this army, and that is, of course, the Danish Crown Prince. I don't think actually my armies have any leaders, but even so, it's a little bit annoying that I forgot to leave one up here. And also a little bit, yeah, we actually made it just in time. Just in the nick of time, but that army had, as far as I know, why the hell? Well, it doesn't matter. Even so, I'm suffering quite a lot of manpower losses here. I'm wondering how much we'll actually lose total in this war in terms of manpower. But as you can see, we lost how much? 24,000 here, and that is not even counting well, most losses. So we're moving those guys back. We're doing some more sieges, and once we're done, we will be well, see how it turns out. But for now, I'll simply have to pull back. There's new 43,000 men coming in, so I'll have these guys just stand in Stockholm, basically block the sound. Oh, the Portuguese are actually blocking the sound, so I have no way to go here except over here. But it doesn't really matter, so these guys, I can just pull them back then, and we'll have to march north once we see the Swedes coming. But yeah, things are going well. The only thing that's actually hindering my war score right now is the fact that we do not control Holstein. If we had gotten that a little bit sooner, we could have gotten more. But we'll have to see how it turns out for now. I'm pretty sure I can actually get the deal I want with value right now too. I'm of course missing the diplomatic power, so I'll have to wait a little bit. Try to cut down, I think, on my my diplomatic relations here. It seems. Have I switched kings without even knowing? No, I have not. Well, let's see here. Why am I suddenly gaining so little? Kandash. Yeah, I seriously need to start integrating my vassals here, I see. So, yeah, I'm in Montreal vassal. I have Shun, I have Delhi, so I think I'll actually go ahead and integrate Delhi after handing over Oud. So, we'll see how it goes. At this rate, I'll actually run out of manpower, so it's actually more tempting to, well, build a bigger army, mostly a Merc army before the next war, and try again. So, what we will be doing here, just to give myself a little bit of an advantage, I think, is not take as much land as possible, which I am currently doing here. Instead, I'll go for building a land bridge, more or less, so I'm not actually dependent on the Swedes to be able to move my troops here. Let's see. So yeah, I will take Mecklenburg, and I'll also take Lübeck. I think it will be expensive as hell though, and also Holstein. This should Hamburg, or not Hamburg, Bremen. No, well, it's Holstein. Let's see here. I found it, then I pushed sort by name. Wow, my bad. But yeah, this will give me the land bridge, and I'll also take this one and this one. I'll actually do this because. No, I'll do this then. This will allow me to actually place troops further into their lands and thus have a better range of backup. It'll hurt like hell. I'll probably bring Sweden, Brandenburg, the Teutons, probably everyone here into. Well, that's a little bit too hurtful. I think I'll just go for this. Everyone will hate me anyway, so I'll have to make some moves soon. So we'll go for. I end up with this, and I'll see if I can get some extras here, more or less. Can I get any more extras? Are you feeling? Nope. So yeah, this is what we'll be going for. As I said, the entirety of Europe will probably stand against me, but the real problem is the Swedes. I seriously need to get them dealt with, and thus I also want Novgorod as a vassal because I think I can hand over some of their provinces to them. But for now, we'll live with this, and there we go. With that, I can also end the war with Valior. No, I cannot. I don't actually have the diplomatic power. Wow, that sucks. Well, we'll at least allow our manpower to replenish while we wait. So I'll be sending these guys home, more or less. And also we're splitting this one in half, spreading it out. And otherwise just try to get some sort of control over my armies again. Get the Merc army running. And otherwise everything going. So yeah, I also need to replenish my manpower, as you see. So that's also a reason why I choose to end early. So yeah, I'm in a little bit of a pickle now on actually what to do. So that's actually my main problem, and the fact that I forget armies in enemy territory is also one of the reasons why I get this horrendous amount of manpower loss, and also the problem with war exhaustion. So hopefully I can end the war with Valior soon. And there is a trick that I've actually forgotten to use that I could have used a little bit sooner, and that is do this and then pick these guys, for example, as my rivals. Enemies, Valior. I don't actually have the 10 points needed. Wow. But yeah, that should make the taking of the provinces a little bit cheaper. So there we have Norway entering. We'll see who else enters. I am pretty sure they won't be the only ones. But as long as the Swedes or whomever actually want to attack doesn't join, then it's not really a problem. So we'll have to see how it actually turns up. But I'm pretty sure it will be fine. There we go. The war against Malabar or Gvalio is over. We have gotten Delhi the provinces we want, and we will start annexation as soon as possible, which is in next month actually. So with that in mind, that should be fine. But even so, we should probably wait until they call Oud. So I'll be giving them another year before I start the annexation, so to speak. And We can probably take a defensive idea. Do we want to? No, we probably do not. We're waiting because artillery fire +2 is actually a pretty good modifier. Why didn't Gavalio hand these over to Kandash? What the hell? That was part of the deal. Is that a bug? Might be. No, it's my bad, sorry. They were to hand over one province to Kandash. This one. My bad, I forgot that Dela was 60%. Well, doesn't matter, we'll solve that soon. On another note, I will be annexing these guys. And I will also be annexing, or I think I've started the annexation of... no, I have not. Byzantium, because I really need to get my... I really need to start getting my... my countdown on the other things. So what we will be doing now is most likely going after the Timurids, or Persia in this case. And while we allow manpower to replenish a little bit more, we'll most likely declare war on Livonia pretty soon too, so that's not a problem. But yeah, this should be fine. Persia, I have no idea how many troops they have. They can't actually have, no, they have about 30,000. Still, there are some techs behind, so it should be fine. And, well, I think it should be a good war where we can grow the Timurids probably at least a little bit. We'll see how much we can actually do it, but for now, we'll have to get our troops in position and get ready for battles. We'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, I have to go now, but as you can see, we have started sieging on most of the territory. We did lose a battle though, which they took me kind of surprised with this 40,000 men attacking. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually back them up in time, but as you can see here, 12,000 men was more than enough, and we can now kick their asses back again. As you can see, the list of my vassals is actually pretty damn long, so getting rid of Aragon so I can get more people annexed is a little bit of a focus here. I need to get Great Britain, I need to get a little bit, so basically as you can see here, the keep them in check tactic that I tried to implement didn't actually work, but England and Castile is at least still, Castile has actually started colonizing as well, wow. But yeah, at least I do have a bunch of colonies now, and we're at least starting to get some control over here. Great Britain needs to be dealt with, but they are basically stuck here. They will be taking some more here. The problem now is that Aragon is actually attacking the Mayas, and that is not something that I like to see, so we'll see if we can deal with that. But for now, unfortunately, there's not really much we can do. So, but I have got my manpower back, so we'll most likely declare war on Kazakh, Uzbek, Nogai. Try to get a vassal belt to go all the way up here, and then cut them in two, go east in one and west. There's just less than 110 years left, I guess, so we are a little bit, or not a little bit, very much behind schedule, so we'll see if we can actually pull something off here. Are they in a union with Malabar? Did I see that right? Yeah, they are. So, I have no idea how to actually pull this off at this point, but even so, I will at least give it a go and we'll see how it turns out. I've been a little bit too focused on the west, or east, I think, so, and the west too in the beginning. So we'll have to see how this actually turns out, but as of now, I'm very much unsure about how I would go forth in order to pull this off. So thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.